Hello Gundam fans, Joe Dash here, and we're back in the another Gunpla reviews. And this time look at the 1144 high grade Cosmic Era Gyan Strom Agnes Giebenrath custom from Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Freedom anime movie. Now, got this one at Hobby Lobby from $37. That was last year. So this one is really hard to find as a business get really expensive ones. So luckily got the hands on this one. So if you're not familiar about this version Gyan Strom, it is piloted by Agnes Giebenrath. I'm sorry to pronounce it. He was originally be close partners of the Shiro or Shin. Now, spoiler alert, she was a traitor. She was working but in the end, she was defeated and then become friends with them. And we don't find out what happened in was, if you haven't seen the Gundam Seed Freedom, I recommend check out. But before that, let's take a look at the packages first. Alright, so here's a look at the package. It was nice little very artwork. It says the stickers is a $37. That was from Hobby Lobby. It says Gundam Seed Freedom, A+. And it's made by Bandai from 2024. Also nice Bandai Namco. It says CGMF 2027/A Confidence Mobile Suit. On the other side, both the sides saying it says number 249. On the bottom, it shows a little seed action system, shows a little articulations, and shows a little detail weapons. On the top here, it shows little details, and it has a little bio, or pretty much exactly the same. Includes QR code, and shows a little certain requires. So anyway, let's take a look at the Gunpla as well. Okay, before we look at the Gunpla itself, let's take a look at the instructions. We got the same little image. Well, bios are pretty much the same. And here's Gyan Strom, the Agnes Giebenrath custom. It has a little bio if you want to pause the read. And finally, we have our pilot, Agnes Giebenrath. I hope it's pronounced. It talks about the bio. She was a pilot of the Shin and the Commerce, known as the Moonlight Valkyrie. Now, spoiler alert, I won't spoil it about the haven't seen the movie, I recommend. And here he was known as the Compass. Now on the back, it shows a little structure movement, it shows how to put a build assembly, and it shows a little detailed poses and so weapons names. So yeah, and that's pretty much the instructions, and that's pretty much it. So let's get into it itself. Alright, we're back with Gyan Strom out of the box, out of the package. And you can see it's now put it complete. It's got equipped with complete weapons, which I'll get into show there's no weapons. Now he looks pretty good. It looks pretty just like how he looks in the movie. It doesn't look 100% accurate. Now he does come with little stickers. One for is the helmet, the side one. The other one looks like it's pretty much there. Except the only kind of missing is this symbol on those. Here on the shoulder pads, also show so you can see he's missing a shoulder pad, missing symbols. Now the size comparison. Here's a size comparison. Here's next to Destiny Gundam, which also I did not review him, which I'll get to review him later. So, and you can actually see he looks side by side. Oh, he's there. And you can see he looks side by same size of scales. Wells. So, other than that, it does look pretty accurate from the movie as well. And here is next to the Gyan from the original Mobile Suit Gundam. And you can see that both look very similar design. They look very similar design one. But Gyan Strom's helmets are white instead of silver is blue. I don't remember what color it is. and you can see it looks overall is pretty well. As far as the weapons and surgery, first he comes with the beam rifle. It looks pretty well nice little detail. It's just a gray plastic. Kind of missing, his missing paint is the white sculpt that we saw the structure was all paint that. It does a lot of nice little handlebar. It has a little sticker. Looks like a sticker. It's not hard to see. I think overall is the details. He comes with looks like a beam saber. This looks very similar to Gyan's saber, and he also comes with a beam saber. Goes attached to a plug to the beam saber sword. And speaking of that, he comes with looks like I had no idea what kind of weapon. I believe it's called Being Axe. And speaking of Being Axe, he comes with two being effects for your axe that goes and attached, which we'll get into a second. And finally, he comes with looks like a long separate piece that goes in gimmicks. Now, according to the structure moves, you suppose infant sabers. It comes with multiple hands, one for his holder hands that was supposedly looks like a trigger fingers. I believe that I'm assuming this like a beam saber. It's like on guard, very similar to the original Gyan. His other hand looks like I had no idea what hand is that. I believe this is supposed to be like I don't know. This is exactly the similar. This is exactly the same as like hold of sword as well. And the other hand was the hole that looks like a heat rod. I believe it's called Slayer Whip, but unfortunately you cannot take them off. There's no bending wire. My fear is you cannot bend it because it might be gonna break. That's gotta be careful. I believe there's a little peg that goes right here, has a peg and it's here. This is kind of similar for Goof or Goof's Custom. And finally, he comes with a self-propeller shields. It looks a lot like similar Gyan's, but instead of missile, it has a little energy buzzer. It comes with a buzzer. Goes to connect with. It goes connect weapons, or not weapons. Connect to shields. Goes and peg right over there. What I'll show you that they're going to get to show the poses. So overall, I think his overall detailed surgery weapon is. As far as the gimmick goes, he has open chest, just like similar to the Black Knight Squadron Shiro, and you can see it opens up, it reveals he looks like a triple barrel machine gun being machine guns. And I think he comes with a barrel piece. I couldn't find it. I believe somewhere in the box that I stored. So yeah, it looks a nice, cool feature of poses. The head sculpt for Gyan Strom looks and really impresses. It looks just like how he did in the movie. And you can see it has little stickers is on the headgear. That's my biggest problem is I was not a fan of stickers they put it in his headgear. It reminds me of want to just paint on it. Overall, the rest of the body looks really nice little detail. I do like it has the pink eyes. Shows a little suit design. It's got bright color. It's got white. It has a cockpit on it. It has a little detail. Overall, looks nice. It has a boots on the bottom. It does not have. And the back here, it shows little thrusters in the back of his wings. And you can see it has a little red sticker. It's kind of hard to see. That's nice, but that's my biggest problem. That's a very difficult stickers It has missing paint details. And you can see it has little tabs of the weapons for your beam holes. And overall, I think it's a nice little detail, but that's the only problem. It has no, I would say, connected pieces. So overall, I think it's a pretty nice looking, very expensive one as well. In the case. As our articulation for Gyan Strom, but oh boy, where to even start? First off is heads on a ball joint, but it can't rotate because it's hindered by his collar and his helmet. Because of Higger, I was worried because of what if his break. That would be careful. It does go. Oh, he has neck on. Oh, no. Another ball joint. It does neck rotate. His arms goes up and down. Goes in and out that much because his shoulder pads. He has a bicep swivel. Double joint, double hinge knee. He has a bull hinge wrist. That's a little tight. He has a bull hinge butterfly joints. It does have thigh swivel. It does go up and down. It has a ball joint waist. That's a side to side. And his leg is forward and back. Goes in and out that much. He has a thigh swivel, double hinge knee. And finally, ball joint angles. It does an up and down. Also has the wings can force from left to right. Doesn't up and down that much. So that's about pre-posable articulations. And now let's look at quick poses from the surgeries and weapons course. So there's my review of the 1144 high grade Cosmic Era Gyan Strom. Overall, it's actually a really nice one. Gunpla. I mean, you're a fan of the Gundam Seed Freedom movie. I do like design suit. It's more like a more modernized version of the compared the Gyan, the original series. There's also Gyan, the Bill Divers or Bill Fire, whatever. I didn't get them. I think it's a separate pieces. So I didn't get this one, so fortunately I just skipped through it. So overall, it's a very cool looking. This one has knives, but unlike Gyan, it's just disappointment because the shields are kind of loose joint pieces. This one does not have looses. So I think overall I recommend this. I mean, I do like Gyan, this one, don't get me wrong. So overall, I mean, which prefers this thing? The original or this Gyan Strom. So I like both. So overall, I recommend, say, if you find this one at the online stores, it's going to be very penny with about their expenses, not expenses. So I recommend the Gyan Stroms to pick up. Like I said, I got this one at the Hobby Lobby for about $37, which is that surprisingly cheaper. So overall, I highly recommend for this one. You can find this one as well. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this one. Be sure don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So thanks for watching and goodbye.